Hey there, what's up everybody? It's Asia. Hope you guys are having a good evening. I really wanted to get on really quick before I went to bed to just tell you guys thank you so much. I am so grateful for all of the love and all the shares and all the hearts and the likes and the comments and the purchasing of the book and everything. It's an overwhelming feeling. Okay. My heart has truly been overjoyed all day long, and I just felt the love of God. I just felt him loving on me today. There were so many great things that took place today. Things that don't happen on Facebook, but things that just happen in my life. God has really connected me with some amazing people, and man, I'm just so grateful how he's using them in my life, and I wish above everything that he will bless them abundantly. I mean, just open up the windows and just pour out blessings that they don't have room enough to receive. I really, really and deeply pray that he does that for the people he has put in my path. As much as we like to think differently at times, there are really good people out here who really want to see you win. In a world full of people who don't always want to, but there are some good ones out there. I can attest to it because I've met some. I can honestly say that I've met some. But yeah, I just really wanted to say thank you guys so much. This is a huge accomplishment, and man, all praises go to my Father in heaven for this, because he was all over this. He's all over this, and I got a question today that asked me what this book was about. And I realized that, I know the promo video is out and everything, and so it kind of gives you an idea of what the book is about without telling too much. So this book is about, it's a snapshot of different events that took place in my life. It is, this book was written to shed some light on the cause and effects of committing adultery. And then the book was also, about God's relentless pursuit of me and how he stopped at nothing to save me. I think that we all need to hear, more testimonies about God's love and his goodness, and how, he still saves. The blood still works. He did an amazing thing, before I started writing these books. I remember sending out text messages, how us women do, just long text threads, to people they could care less about them. And, we send all these long paragraphs to people who really don't care. And so instead, he told me he wanted me to begin back writing, write all my thoughts down on paper instead of sending my thoughts through text messages. And so that's what I did. And it led me to give birth to this memoir, The Olive Pressed Down and Refined. And during this process of writing, it was so much taking place. It was so much healing and so much deliverance. I was being set free without knowing it. I was in depression when I wrote this book. So there were a lot of deep feeling and emotion in this book for me. And all along, I was being healed. I wouldn't say I got total healing from writing this book, because total healing didn't take place for at least a year or two after this book was written. I stopped writing this book in 2017. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to get these books back. And when I feel like that you guys, enough people have gotten their copy, we're going to go back and unpack this book chapter by chapter. Where I was in my mind back here, totally different from where I am now. And so I want you guys to know the importance of that, because there are a lot of dumb moments in this book. So I go back and read it, but hey, it's what happened, and it's what made me who I am today. I'm not afraid to share this with you or with anyone else. It is me. I'm not afraid of you. Okay, and I mean that in the most humblest way. If I could encourage you guys in any way tonight, and you are doing something that God has called you to, I would say to be patient. There have been several times where I've tried to put this book out and God says, not right now. You know, there was always something that came up, and it just felt like sometimes that I would never get it out, you know, but had I waited, or had I put this book out any sooner than when he had me to, oh man, y'all, it wouldn't have been as big as it is now. I wouldn't have met the people that I met. It wouldn't, like the things that I see, you know, even this cover, the video, all of the things that I have done, you know, for this project. I didn't envision any of this. You know, he gave me things that I didn't even think I wanted. And God has just been amazing. He's been amazing, and I understand why he had me wait. You know, his timing is everything. It's everything. So I would say be patient. I would say submit your will to his. When I had the idea of making this promo video, and you know, I got to thinking like, man, it'd be nice if I could have a guy play this role with me. And then, you know, I got to thinking like, you know, God ain't gonna let me do that. You know, he like, you ain't in no place in your life right now to be having a man that close to you, you know. And so I begin to pray to him like, well, God, if this is not your will, then I don't have to do it. You know, let's not even do it. And you know, I would begin searching for guys. Well, I probably maybe reached out to maybe like 2 over the past year, and you know, both of them, you know, didn't want to do it, so I just was going to do away with it altogether. But you know, I bumped into somebody, and he said yeah. And so I remember feeling like, okay, God, you know what my plans are, but ultimately I only want to do your will. I only want to do what you want me to do. If you don't want me to do any of this, God, I will not do it. Just say the word. You know, I prayed about this as it got closer and closer to the date. God, please tell me something, because I won't do this if you don't want me to. And he didn't say anything. And so I said, okay, God, well, you haven't said anything, so I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to just go until you say stop. And he never said stop. He gave me the desires of my heart, and he let me do it the way that I wanted to do. He gave me free reign, like, just go ahead and do what it is you've been wanting to do, you know, for so long. And I was so thankful for that, because look how it turned out. It's amazing. And so, you know, I was willing to submit my will for his. You know, only what he wants us to do is what's going to prosper. So I know that. And so I was willing to give him my ideas. And also be obedient. Be obedient to what he says. Obedience unlocks doors. You know, doors will just come flying open, you know. And also be confident in who you are in Christ. You know, be confident in who he says you are. You know, I had to do that. And every time the enemy got to talking to me, you know, having me think like, well, my life isn't interesting enough. You know, nobody's gonna want to listen to read what I gotta say, you know. But then it took a wise woman to tell me that if God told you to do it, then your victory is guaranteed. You know, if God told you to do it, then he gonna back you up 100%, you know. So I had a whole different perspective when she told me that, you know. And you know, keep a heart of humility and forgiveness. You know, that's everything. You know, forgiving people even when they don't you know, care that they forgive, that you forgive. I don't, you know, just people who is willing to just, you know, come in and out of your life, say whatever you want, and then they come back, and, you know, but he has given me that heart, and I can't do away with it. And I've had to realize that it is a characteristic of God. You know, that heart that can't hold grudges, you know, that can't stay mad, you know, because for one, I need all of my sins forgiven. So being mad at you or you know, hating you or whatever, it's not worth it. I need all my blessings, and I can't let you or nobody else stand in the way of that. You know, life is just a lot easier when you ain't holding grudges or nobody, and you know, you forgive quickly. You know, I had to learn that. I haven't always been that way. You know, I had to get rid of that woe it's me attitude, you know, and just realize that who I got standing behind me, he's already gone before me. He's always standing behind, you know, always behind me. You know, so I would say that to you guys tonight. Again, thank you so much. I'm going to go to bed now, but don't forget to post your pictures, send your pictures to me, because I have planned for those. And yeah, make sure you guys tell me your thoughts, tell me what you think. Feel free to leave a review and stuff, and it will be greatly appreciated. Okay, so I am going to let you guys go. You guys have a good night tonight. Peace.